next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the Atlanta Falcons getting ready to go. Matt Ryan will be the man under center. What a performance he had. He's had a lot of good performances this season, but against Green Bay, he was electric again, leading the Falcons to the Super Bowl.
He was so good in this game, and I think he's been so good throughout the playoffs. If you cast your ballot for someone else for MVP beforehand,
go and get it.
You were calling to say, can I get it back? He was that good. 4 touchdown passes, ran one in, which we've talked about during the season. Has been a big addition to his game, has expanded running and movement in the pocket. He's been sensational, and his team is following him to the Super Bowl.
And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it up, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. off to Freeman. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Butcher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here in a second, we will see New England take their first snaps on offense, and Tom Brady will be quarterbacking the crew. Tom Brady will also be playing in his record 7th Super Bowl when he faces the Falcons. Unbelievable.
And still angry about the Super Bowl losses from before. I mean, all the great things about him, all the accomplishments, and he remembers the losses more than anything. And that's what drives him to be so great, because he never wants to have that feeling again. And here he is headed towards another Super Bowl with a chance to get another ring.
He was great against Pittsburgh. 384 in the yards category, 3 touchdowns.
Wait, 20, 21. Hey, check it. Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the gears will shift here as Atlanta will take over on offense. And speaking of gear shifting, a new change in Atlanta. They're going into a new stadium next year. But what a way to say goodbye to the Georgia Dome, huh?
They closed out in the style that they wanted to. And the way that they played throughout the 2016 season. And I go back to when they opened up in preseason, the first game ever in the Georgia Dome. They threw a bomb on their first series for a touchdown. And it felt the exact same way against Green Bay in the NFC Championship game.
It opened in 92, and you're right. It finishes in dramatic fashion. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. How about the game Hogan had in the AFC Championship? 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, both career highs for the 4th-year man out of Monmouth.
Another undrafted free agent, made good with New England. Everyone talks about his background. Remember, he was a lacrosse player at Penn State. 1 season of football at Monmouth where he played offense and defense. But I think what appeals to New England about lacrosse players, their movement skills. They're used to being shifty, used to running through contact, used to absorbing those things, and that allows him to make those contested catches in tough spaces.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
Second down following the run. Waiting to throw on 2nd down. And right side, caught Hogan. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, the Pats, they seem kind of interchangeable at running back. Divisional round, 13 carries for Lewis, 8 for Blunt, and then Blunt gets 16 in the AFC Championship game.
Most teams in the NFL are identity teams. This is our identity. This is what we do. Whether they throw it, whether they run it, they stay consistent. They do that all the time. New England's identity is they don't have one. They change things up, and they're a game plan team. Depending on what they expect to get from the opposition, that's how they get ready each and every week, and it may feature different guys in different games.
And the game plan is working. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And defensively, here are the starters for the Atlanta Falcons. And this is a group that has a lot of youth. 7 of the starters, either 1st or 2nd-year guys, and boom, they're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
And they fit perfectly with head coach Dan Quinn's scheme on defense. And his collaboration with the front office of the Falcons all has propelled them to the Super Bowl. Think about Vic Beasley leading the league in sacks at outside linebacker, Keanu Neal as a safety, and Deion Jones can flat out run in the middle.
To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
On 1st down, Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Now Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This will be the 9th play on this drive. So a big story here. Tom Brady off to the sideline.
Here we go now.
And coming on is the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. Garoppolo looks to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that we don't have a chance to win this game.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. All right, I want to hop to something else real quick. You get 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl. Atlanta, New England. Everyone knows what happens that second week when they're in Houston. What happens the first week?
Well, I think for most of them, it's making sure they get rest and rehab because they're going to let them come down off of the victory from before you start up. Plus, you don't want to get the game plan in too early. You'll peak, and guess what? Now you'll be stale by kickoff time. The best ones integrate the game plan similar to a regular season game. During the week, get it in there with a few extras along the way. So, yeah, they'll make sure they ramp up in time for kickoff on Super Bowl Sunday and not before. But there's no doubt in my mind, partner, that he's one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best. And the argument's going to be short. It's a small sample. Julio Jones right there at the top because of his ability to do everything. Catch it, run it, his strength running patterns. How about the way he knocks people off of routes and continues them and finishes in the end zone?
He did all of that against Green Bay. A beautiful toe tap in the end zone for 1 touchdown. And then stiff-arming tacklers down the sideline. At 73 yards to the house, he was something.
And it's interesting you mentioned the toe tap. If people thought maybe his effectiveness would be limited because of a toe injury, we saw no ill effects against Green Bay in the NFC Championship game.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Let's go. Ready?
On second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Third down and 5. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it brings up fourth down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
So on fourth down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Patriots getting ready to go again on offense. And, Charles, you and I get a stat back before every game. At the top of this one for the Patriots, the first note was that they're on their way to their 9th Super Bowl appearance. That is something. Most of any team.
And 8 of those since 2001. Would that be accurate?
That
because
is accurate.
The first one was Super Bowl 20. That didn't go very well against the Bears. But since that time, they've become the predominant team going to Super Bowls and winning them. What a franchise.
Brady now on first down. Complete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. All right, I want to take this chance to show you some love, make fun of myself. Beginning of the year, we did Super Bowl picks. You had New England and Green Bay. You were close. I had Pittsburgh and Carolina. I guess that's why I do the play-by-play and you analyze things.
Well, I didn't know that you weren't close. You had Pittsburgh in the Final Four. That's not so bad. You had the defending NFC champion in Carolina. And I get it. Their season went awry. But Green Bay, I thought I had a shot right up until about, 17-0 against Atlanta.
They put the kibosh there.
Yeah, I said, okay, that's not going to work out. But what a tremendous year by Atlanta and another great year by New England.
Now a play fake. Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Allen, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing the second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The first Sanu, 4 seasons in Cincinnati where he never won a playoff game. Now in Atlanta, off to the Super Bowl.
It's a nice change for him, isn't it? And it's the one that every player is looking for when they change franchises. And for him to do that his first year in Atlanta, but he also brings a lot of life out wide as a receiver. And then how about when he does the changeup as a wildcat quarterback and can carry it inside?
Yeah, just an extra component to an already powerful Atlanta offense.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Ryan now to throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Bryant keeps it on the sneak. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
You often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder coming up at the intermission. We'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Butcher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So as the set designers rush out here to get... You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's the Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. Action now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes allows the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime offense is a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. We got a breather here to talk conference championship games for a second. And the games were not close at the end. I know some people wanted really tight games. But you have to respect Atlanta, New England. From the word go, dominant.
And not only were they dominant, it was against teams who came in as the hottest teams in the league. Green Bay had won 8 games in a row. Pittsburgh had won 9 games in a row. New England, Atlanta, as you said, right from the start, established their dominance and continued it throughout each game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings them 3rd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Brady will try again on second down. Caught left side, Bennett. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Now, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Fresh set of downs here. First and 10, here's Brady. And that's incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Given 4 on the ground there, they're now left with 3rd and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Wait, 20. Alabama.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 11 yards for number 11. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let him go. 5, 20.
Brady gives now to Blount. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Dillon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now Lewis. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a score closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. No matter where on the field, they're making plays.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up to play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Ryan. There's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Butcher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Well, you know, Charles, understandably, all the talk right now about the Super Bowl. Don't forget this week the Pro Bowl as well, down in Orlando. New location, back to the old format, AFC versus NFC.
And I like that. Now you don't have teammates having to play against teammates. I think it's more recognizable for the fans watching the game, so that should be fun. But also, how great is it that for our friends here at Madden, the game is right here in Orlando, so we can just pop over, check out practices, check out all the events leading up to the game. That should be a whole lot of fun, and it stamps Orlando as a big league city.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
20.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Two Patriots there to bring him down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On second down, Ryan. But he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Ryan on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Throwing up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Butcher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it gives the Pats a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
55! Wait, 20! Wait, Eddie! Wait! Go! 20!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
55! 220! Wait, 20! 53!
Brady now on first down. Caught left side, Benham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the offense moving quickly to the line. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The left side completion to Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons add on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know,
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ryan. Surveying the field. Under pressure, they got him again. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better, a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
20, line 20, shadow. Move.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. Brady to throw on second down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. There he goes, Julian Edelman. The way in, touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 89 yards. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it really puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback. Ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 26 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's face on.
I think that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
It's out of there before the reporters got to you.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, 59, ready.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
Ready.
Now Ryan on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside. Defense.